3, 2, 1. Yo! It's the Big Three Roll Up. It's your boy Silk.
It's Kev.
And Newberg.
Top of the morning, fellas. Not top, not the very top, but it's morning-ish. How y'all feeling today?
Good, man. Top-ish of the morning. It's been a good week. You guys have just come out strong with these podcasts, man. Stadium and Gale, Storm Surge, Rollcast. Everybody's got one going. But Silk,
Yeah, man. What's up?
you guys got the big get, the one and only Tim Brewster. Welcome to Stadium and Gale. Tell us about how you got Tim Brewster.
Hey, man, same corner every week, man. Shout out to Meemaw. Meemaw plugged me with Brewster when he first got the job. So that's how me and Brew got the kicking it and talking some shit, you know. I mentioned to him, he said, hey, man, anything you need, so I'll come on the show. So I was trying to hold him off until the week right before Junior Day next week, you know, just to hype it up a little bit. But he was eager to come on. A couple people, shout out to Lee Davis, the recruiting coordinator. She hit me up and was like, yo, he wants to come on tonight. So I was like, hey, man, let's just do it. There's no need to wait next week. Something may come up. Let's just roll, man. So Tim came on and hung out. Flagship podcast, man, doing flagship things. You already know how to go, Bird.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. You guys got the guy that you were just calling an old white culture vulture just a few years ago on your pod, celebrating him now. So, no, it's great. I love it.
I don't think I said that, bro. I said that.
I'm Gator.
I don't think I said that.
When he was reeling in Dalvin Cooks and Ermon Waynes.
We didn't have a pod.
He was very corny. Yeah, no, I'm just talking about
I'm just saying, we didn't have a pod. I didn't say that on Twitter.
Sometimes you just got to...
So he's corny. I mean, he's corny as fuck.
But Bird just making shit up, though. I didn't say any of that.
Nah, but he's definitely corny as fuck. There's a reason everybody was blocked by him, but I'm sure he's not as corny when he's on your team.
No, it feels good when he's
Brew that guy, man. Say what you want to say, but Brew talks that talk. When you speak to him, when you hear him talk, you'll understand why he gets the best recruits in the country. He don't have to put on the Jordans and even do the culture vulture thing. You don't see Brew doing that. Brew pull up in the culture field. That's why Luke folk with him. Something about him. He got that energy. But, yeah, shout out to, man, the staff. The staff is fucking with the Stadium and Gale podcast heavy. We're going to have I'm going to go ahead and break that news right now here on the Big Three Roll Up. We're going to have Nick Savage on next week to come hang out with us, man. I think we're going to have some more coaches on after that. I think we're going to run through the staff a little bit. We'll see what's going on. Yeah, man, we'll have 247. We'll have to write all their articles through us in a minute, Bird.
Hey, that's speaking of 247. We're doing a podcast series right now on the bench with every single assistant coach. I think we put out 4 so far. It's a fun time to be in this podcast world. It's good to see that the colleges are kind of playing ball with not only 24/7 but Stadium and Gale, Storm Surge. I know you guys are working on some stuff. Kev, what do you guys got going on Storm Surge this week?
Michael Jackson, not the singer, the corner. Dallas Cowboys.
Oh shit! I thought you was about to one up me, bro.
Yeah, we about to bring him from the dead.
Does Ricky know that it's not the singer?
Well, so I think we got something. I think Ricky's gonna ask him all Michael Jackson questions, like he is the entertainer Michael Jackson. Ricky got excited when we got the pool, bro, but I told him it wasn't the same guy. But yeah, we're working on some coaches too, man. I had a coach. I had 2 coaches ready to come on, but then the Miami media guy kind of stepped in, bro. So we got to see. You know, I went to Paradise Camp and talked drunk once, so I got some.
I think it was a Manny. So that's the guy. That's the same guy from the Adidas party. Hell no.
Nah. Me and Manny boys now. That's what I told him when he called me. I said, "Yo, me and Manny are people now." But actually, talking about Meemaw, she just texted me. I gave Meemaw a number. Meemaw just texted me Gino Toretta's number. So I think we're gonna get Gino soon. Try to get Bernie. She had Luke.
We had Gino on the pod.
We had Gino on the Big Three Roll Up. Yeah.
Okay, that was a while ago.
That's when we did our
I got Gino's number. You don't got to go through Meemaw to get Gino's number.
Well, I really wanted Bernie's, but I got Gino. So, but that's when we did back-to-back Heisman winners.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we went on a little run there.
Losing our Heisman bag. Yeah.
We got on a little Heisman run. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun right now. Brew was a big pickup, man. I seen that shit and I fucking
it took the fuck off.
That's a good. Yeah.
Now
so
Georgia
what was the
fans are mad about it? So
yeah, what was
what
I saw that. What did he kind of poke the Georgia fans with?
He told Kirby he got to know he can't be pulling up in the state of Florida getting what the fuck he want. He said Kirby just got to know what time it is.
He put him on notice.
He put him on notice, bro. Brew with the shits. That's my type of dude, man.
The show's doing some numbers too. I just logged into the account to look at that Stadium and Gale, and it's already well over 1,000 more listens than the show the week before. So it's been up for a day. The other show's been up for 8 days, and it's already well over the number of listens. So I was blowing up, man. It's a good get. Good get for the network.
We're gonna keep this off-season thing rolling, bro. We got a nice little slate of interviews. It's gonna be fun. And you got to up the ante a little bit.
That's what we do. The off-season is really like our season.
Yeah, that's when everybody else is sleeping. Mm-hmm. Everybody else is sleeping during the off season.
And the Rollcast put out a great show. They had the one and only Corey Clark, everybody's favorite war chant writer. He was on this week on the Rollcast. Trey's hilarious. Cussing Corey Clark.
People have a favorite war chant writer?
Yeah, it's Corey. I'm trying to be nice. I'm just trying to be nice on here. But no, check out the Rollcast. It's great. Trey and Richie do a phenomenal job. Proud to have them on the network. Silk, hit the ad read and let's get the show started.
Hey, one second before he does that, I want to shout out Richie. Richie's little basketball minute is sponsored by Madison Social now. Like, how dope is that? The number one
dope as fuck
kind of restaurant bar right there in the shadows of Doak. In Tallahassee. And that basketball minute, like, no offense to Trey, I think Trey is fantastic, but that basketball minute's probably the best part of the podcast right now. It helps to have a good basketball team, so it like takes your focus off the crappy football. But the basketball minute's pretty dope. So shout out Richie. Sorry, Trey, but all right, now you
shout out to Richie, man, out here making Puerto Rico proud.
It should be like a whole ass basketball show now. Like,
right, should.
Trey should do 1 minute of football talk.
Hey, switch this shit. That's Richie's show now. Richie's the captain now.
Oh man! All right, now you can pay these bills. Sorry.
Oh, this show is brought to you by Brunt Insurance and Financial Services. Anything you need insured from the Panhandle to the Keys. Holla at my man Gregg, 954-589-2204. Big coverages, big policies. My man Gregg, we all on Gregg team right now. It's Team Brunt Insurance, man. I got to get the financial services part down, but I got the insurance straight. I'm going to get some financial services with them too.
And also, guys, want to talk about our Patreon for a minute. The shows drop every Monday and Friday. Those are behind the Patreon wall. You guys can go to Patreon, patreon.com, Big 3 Roll Up, get signed up, get extra shows, also extra content. And we will be filming more at the Strawberry Festival this weekend. We will be in Plant City. The whole gang will be in Plant City at the Strawberry Festival. I've never been. Silk's never been. Kev's never been. I'm sure TJ's been. TJ, how many times have you been to the Strawberry Festival? A baker's dozen?
I mean, I used to live, probably a lot, man. I used to live out in Plant City, Brandon, Valrico area. So we used to go every year. I don't know how many times you've been. Have you been? Did you go to the fair a lot as a kid? Like, we went to the festival, so I've probably been 10, 12 times.
No, I've been to the fair like 5 or 6 times. But yeah, so Strawberry Festival is very state fair-ish, except more strawberries,
for sure.
And if you haven't been checking these Patreon shows, you missed a very funny one Monday. Shout out to the salad tossers of the world.
Y'all need to be a little bit more respectful. I'm just gonna throw that shit out there, bro. This guy's a living legend, bro. Just be a little bit more respectful.
His wife needs to be more respectful, bro. I didn't say anything.
The Patreon members want Kev to make an official statement on our Monday show because Kev wasn't on our Monday show, but the Monday show had a lot to do with Dwayne Wade, and the people want a comment from Kev.
This guy's a legend, bro. third best two guard to ever live, dog. Just be respectful. Just be respectful.
All right, let's get into the
joke,
show.
I'm gonna let it chill, bro.
He gets respect from your favorite. He gets respect from your favorite players and shit. Just give this man some respect. That's all I'm saying.
We are. All right, big three talk. Who's up first?
You got it.
Just talk about basketball, Josh. Go ahead.
Yeah, I really don't got nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of that's where we're at right now.
So I know Florida and Florida State are both having junior days next weekend, right? The 7th.
Yes, Florida State.
Miami will have one. So that's when the dead period lives, correct? Yeah. So Miami will have one. They'll have offensive tackle Michael McLaughlin from Stoneman Douglas will be on campus. 6'6", 250.
Yeah, he's got Florida State's in on too.
Yeah, Florida State's onto him. So he'll be at Miami. He's the only confirmed visitor right now for that. Miami was also supposed to start spring. They had originally put out they're going to start spring on Saturday. They pushed that back to Monday. So they're going to start spring. Their first spring practice will be March 2nd, Monday, March 2nd.
Why did Ed Reed decide to do that?
He didn't put out an official reason.
You think Ed Reed forgot to pay the deposit on the stadium?
Well, they're gonna be doing the practices in their indoor and on their on campus practice. So I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't think
except for the spring game. You gotta go to Trash Power.
They go to Trash every year. Yeah, they go to Trash every year. This is last year. Same troll.
That's new tradition.
Yeah, I mean they've done Trash probably 4 or 5 times. Since I've really been paying attention.
Oh, okay. No, y'all made an announcement about it, so I just thought it was a thing. If it was just a regular thing, I didn't think they didn't announce it.
Yeah, no, I kind of like Trash better because we're not going to put more than like 4,000 or 5,000 people, so it doesn't look as crazy trying to put them in an 80,000 seat stadium. But yeah, they're going to do Trash on April 11th, spring game. Pull up.
That's further away.
Last year they did. Last year, remember they did a scrimmage at Trash, and they did their actual spring game in Orlando, which was the Trash shit was the way better product, So yeah, there'll be a Trash. Trash is a Nike field, so I wonder what they're gonna do if they're gonna go cover up the Nike at the middle of the.
They probably do.
The shit like that is what I wonder. But they probably do, right, Berg?
They probably do.
Because Nike just renovated Trash over the last couple months.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably got to go in there early and get rid of all that stuff.
Paint some stripes over the swoosh.
Yeah, exactly. Use the swoosh as one of the stripes.
You can't be painting when you renting, Bird. They tell you that shit.
You got to repaint it before you
leave. Can't just be out there destroying them people's shit, bro.
I wonder what our security deposit is on something like that.
Oof.
Probably first, last, and 2 securities.
Probably. Sounds like
if you got bad credit. I remember an apartment or 2 where I had to pay double securities and shit.
Well, they know Manny likes to break into rooms and spray beer all over the walls and shit. So
yeah, you gotta watch Manny.
They're definitely taking a first and last from him.
Yeah, you're doing frat boy shit.
I saw Nick Saban's having a coaching clinic coming up. You think Manny's gonna go crash his shit, or you think he only disrespects Willie like that?
He's gonna go crash the FAU one now. It's like they got a rivalry.
Nah, I don't want no beef with KP, bro. I hope we don't do that shit. I want no beef with KP.
He know not to crash Butch shit. That's who shit he should have been crashing was Butch shit. Get some pointers.
Yeah, at least go in there and send a spy in. I'll do it for him. I'll do it for free.
Not a whole lot of news in Gainesville. Gage Wilcox, a 4-star tight end out of Tampa Jefferson High School, is making his decision Friday. I think he's gonna be a Gator. I'm trying to think anything outside of that. We swept the Miami Hurricanes in baseball, so we just own that shit down there, bro. I don't even know what to say about that. We're the #1 baseball team in the country now. That's about it for Gator news, man. We're just gonna add to it. It's a dead period, but we're gonna add to this this elite class we already got going for 21.
Yeah, we'll preview the junior days for FSU and UF next week. But in Tallahassee, it's all about Florida State basketball. On Monday night, number 11 Louisville came to town. And the Noles were down 82-67. at one point in the second half, and they came roaring back. They outscored Louisville 50-27 in the second half. It was all about defense, some thunderous dunks. It was an emphatic win, and the national media is kind of starting to catch on to Florida State, and this was, for some reason, this was the turning point. Sweeping Louisville on the season, FSU is now the number one team in the ACC. And the tournament's coming up, so we'll see. I think FSU is going to open the tournament in Tampa. So I'm working on something now. I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I'll have more details actually later today. But a potential Big Three roll-up meetup, watch party, hangout session in downtown Tampa while the Florida State, while the March Madness is going on. So I'll talk more about that on the next show. Florida State, though, man, this is a pleasant distraction from what's going on the football field.
I heard Leonard Hamilton. Well, Ham used to coach at Miami, but I heard him on Mike and Mike this week, and I like Hamilton. I like what he's doing there, and he's doing it there at not a basketball school. I mean, it's a basketball school now. He's kind of turned it into a basketball
by default.
School. Yeah, but not like
not a basketball school until you win one, bro. That's just the rules. You can't be out calling people basketball school. They don't have no.
So basketball is trending right now. I'm not willing to call Florida State a basketball school, but you're right. He's done it. He's grinded. He's done it over well over a decade now at Florida State, and he's really done it through recruiting. And this weekend, Florida State had on a 5-star point guard, Kennedy Chandler. He was in Tallahassee. He began his official visit on Sunday afternoon and concluded it on Tuesday. He's 6'1", 170 pounds, and one of the top guards in the country. He was at Florida State over the weekend. Kansas, Memphis, North Carolina, Ole Miss, Tennessee, and USC are also in the mix. Duke claims both of the crystal ball predictions right now, but the FSU visit went really well. And Chandler still doesn't have a decision date yet. So we'll see on that. But he's the 15th ranked player nationally and the number 2 point guard in the country.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, enough of that. That's the Richie's, and that is Richie's basketball minute. Bucky.
And that's the Richie Barnes basketball minute. We'll be moving on. I think the biggest news in college football this week came out of the state of Georgia. They hired Scott Cochran, Alabama's strength and conditioning coach, promoted him to an on-field position coaching special team. Kev, what was your initial thoughts when you heard the news?
If this was Miami hiring a strength and conditioning coach as an on-field fucking coach, he would have got drugged through the fucking mud. That was my initial thing. That was my initial.
What if they hired the best strength and conditioning coach in the country that gets paid more than almost every Miami coach on staff?
Would still get drugged, bro. What's his on-field resume?
He's never coached on the field.
Like, we didn't hire David Cooney to be the on-field. When we had a wide receiver coach, we didn't hire David Cooney. But the thought that we might give him his first on-field job when he's probably deserved it was getting drugged on message boards and shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to.
Man ain't got no clout to be doing that type of shit, bro.
Well, no. Yeah,
but the sentiment is the same, bro. I don't get the hire.
I don't even know. I know nothing about this guy. It could be a good hire down the road. I have no idea. I'm just saying the perception.
On paper is a bad hire. It can turn out to be a good hire. As of right now, you hire a guy that's never been on the field to be on the field coach. Like, there's nothing. I mean, he's a strength and conditioning guy. He's not even a recruiting guy. What do you say? Like, I don't know. I guess they're gonna do more push-ups when they drop balls and shit. Like, if you drop a punt return, you do more push-ups so they get better. I guess that's the strategy there.
What do you think this does for Georgia? Does this change their expectations for the season? Does this change kind of the way that people look at Kirby?
I think Kirby's just trying to weaken Bama's staff any way he can. Like, it's weird, but like, I don't get why he would make that move. Besides, I mean, they got to play Bama week 3. I like besides him fucking with Nick Saban, I don't understand how that move makes sense. And to be honest with you, Bama's strength and conditioning hasn't been. They used to be superior than everybody. They don't look like the big bad monster no more. Everybody's looking just as big as them.
Scott Cochran has been at Alabama for 13 years.
Correct.
He is probably the most well-known strength and conditioning coach in the country. A lot of people credit Scott Cochran. I don't want to say Alabama's success due to Scott Cochran, but they know that the backbone of any dynasty program is going to be its strength and conditioning program. And a lot of people have kind of tried to come in and steal the secret sauce from Alabama or replicate it. But it seems like, Cochran is the guy that knows how to make it run. I think, in my opinion, definitely a high risk move here. And I don't even know, what the potential payoff is on the highest end. But on the low end, of course, this could bomb out and make Kirby look kind of funny. But now that they widened
after the Coley offensive coordinator, that wasn't cute at all. He's out of there, new OC. The new OC hire wasn't even that sexy. Mm-hmm. So we don't know how that's gonna pan out. Now he's getting Bama's.
And you lose Sam Pittman.
Yeah, he's gonna.
That's a big loss.
A huge loss. And now you're getting Bama's personal trainer to come run shit on the field. Yeah, it looks weird.
Now, when they expanded the on-field coaches from 9 to 10, I always wondered, who's going to use this more creatively? Who's going to take advantage of this extra coach and maybe use it differently than everybody else? And it looks like, Florida State, they used it differently than everybody else, but in the wrong direction. They hired 2 wide receiver coaches. So I think this is a better situation than that. And it's special teams. None of these guys actually coach kicking. So special teams is basically just
blocking
schemes, and everybody on staff contributes to that. So I don't know if it's that crazy of a hire. Maybe this is going to be a new trend. Maybe it's a way to get strength and conditioning coaches paid more and get them more involved. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he just spent.
You think Kirby's the one out here making trends, though? You think he's the trend guy?
I think he just wanted to weaken Bama staff and strengthen his, and that was his only way of doing it. I don't know how did that help what Kirby's lacking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the moment exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
How does this make Georgia? How does this take him to? No. I'm saying, like, I'm not saying you are, but I don't know how he's strengthening his staff by adding this guy. Like, what takes? Because he's making it to the playoffs. He's getting to the SEC championship. How does this get him the championship ring? And not the right OC, not the offense, not fixing all that shit. A special teams guy. I don't think it did anything right on paper. It weakened Bama for sure.
Did you see Nick Saban's
that was his goal.
comment?
It worked. No, what did he say?
Something about Cochran wants to be a head coach one day. Like, this is what he wants to do. Be an on-field coach and be a head coach one day. And he said, but they didn't let him speak to the team before he left, which was kind of, I guess, not unexpected. I'm sure Cochran would have liked.
You ever quit a job, they get your shit
especially go to like your protege's team.
No, bro, you get fired at a call center. You can't go say bye to your boys in the cubicle next to you, bro. You gotta get out of here. They escort you out.
Yeah, like you get called in the HR office and they have like someone standing there and shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we do that now. So now that 24/7 is owned by CBS, we got to do all that corporate shit. Like, if they're gonna fire you, they'll be like, "Yeah, we got so and so on the line here with us."
Bro, let me tell you a quick story real quick. My fucking father-in-law, he's like a really nice guy, dog, but he's got like a bit of a temper, So he's getting fired from his job. And when he pulled up to work, like, they didn't tell him, he pulled up at like 6 a.m. There was a damn Palm Beach County sheriff at that bitch, dog, because the boss didn't know how he was gonna react to that shit, bro. So
that's what I'm saying. So you got to scrimp the conditioning guy. You don't know what he may go back there and do, bro. He might fuck somebody up. Now get him out of here.
They gotta get like the college slammer to come.
Bro, you gotta get a slammer in there. I was about to say.
You got a team full of slammers, bro.
That's a team full of slammers, like future slammers. Like, if you're not going to the league, you're probably gonna be a slammer.
Slammers in training.
Yeah, but he's probably was a slammer at one point, being the strength and conditioning coach. Like he's probably been a slammer.
He's probably taught them how to slam. Like the third string, all they do is work on like slamming kids. Like my first team running raps.
Bro, it'll probably up the resume of the future slammers from Georgia to have him as a coach now.
Yeah, definitely.
I was talking about fucking putting this guy on your resume as your slammer resume is fucking got to be gold.
Yeah, but how the hell is Scott Cochran going to coach kickers though? For real, like all he does is scream.
Does
they just want the secret sauce, man? But Kirby knows the secret sauce. That's why I don't get it. Kirby was there. Kirby should know how Saban ran all of this. For him to be reaching and doing this type of shit, bro, he's insecure as fuck. Kirby's insecure out here a little bit, bro. He recruits insecure.
What were you going to say, Kev? Has a special teams coach ever coached a kicker?
I mean, do they really coach the kickers? Like, I remember Al Golden was our special teams.
So we had on
the kicker
yesterday on the Knowles 24/7 pod. We had Coach JP, who's Florida State's strength and special teams coach, and I asked him. I was like, and it wasn't a slight at him, but like, there's never been a college that has hired a special teams coach that like can talk and relate to kickers, and he kind of explained that the kickers get these personal coaches so young, you know, like they all have their own coach, their own kicking coach. So he said, basically, you just got to balance that. You got to kind of tell them what the team needs, but trust that their kicking coach is going to help them with their mindset and their fundamentals and like all that kind of stuff. So nobody hires a special teams coach that can coach kickers. It's the weirdest thing.
Oh, you bring Shane. We just brought Shane Graham in to as a kicker analyst. Shit,
I like that. Yeah. So they'll say, can he be on the field? I mean, I don't know if it really matters if you really need him on the field during a game.
I don't even know like how any of that works.
They can talk kicker with these guys.
He was their special teams coach before because he should get fired after the fake kick in the SEC championship game with Justin Fields.
It was probably another PE teacher.
Yeah, like. Is Kirby in charge of that call, or did he just shoot? Like, yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either.
Yeah, right. the script and conditioning dude, he's gonna be roid raging, faking punts all the time. Fuck it, go for it.
Yeah.
Imagine Nick Savage is like making that call, bro. He's going for that shit every time.
Yeah, bro, we're bigger and stronger than them. I worked out with them today. Push that shit in. Pause.
Yeah, pause.
That's that fucking training day shit. We're gonna push this shit in. Pause.
You guys watched Zion and the Lakers last night? The Pelicans were in LA playing the LA Lakers.
I didn't catch that one.
It was the first meetup between Zion and LeBron and the Lakers. And
did you watch it? You was at a hockey game. How did you watch it?
I came home and I watched a little bit of the second half.
What did you think, Berg? I watched it.
I thought Zion held his own in the bits I was watching, but shit, man, LeBron is still so dominant. Like I haven't really sat down and watched the Lakers this season, and
still that guy.
He's 17 years in, man. He was getting off the floor pretty good for a man his age, for an old man. He was throwing down. I thought Zion held his own though. He looked good. I just don't know if Zion's gonna be the future of the NBA.
Bro, I think he is, bro. I think since he's been back, the motherfucker's been the guy.
Yeah, New Orleans is a really talented team as well to have Holiday and Ingram on that team.
I don't think Zion's versatile enough to be a superstar in the NBA. Like I'm with Berg a little bit. I think he's gonna be a solid player going forward, like some Draymond Green type shit. But I don't think he's going to be a superstar in this league. I don't think his game is versatile enough.
I think he's going to be a star. Like I might agree that he's not going to be a super. But like I think he's going to be higher than Draymond. Like guys, I think
he reminds me of Blake Griffin.
Easy. I think he's going to go longer than Blake Griffin.
He's like Blake Griffin, except he can shoot the three a little bit too.
I said Blake Griffin's probably way more athletic too, though.
Zion's pretty athletic. He's just got a bad body,
bro. Blake Griffin was. Are you kidding me, bro?
Yeah,
Zion's not jumping over Kia to dunk, but Zion.
Bro, Blake Griffin is probably
some
top 5 athletic guy in the NBA all time. Like him, Dwight Howard, Vince Carter, them type of people. His bounce is retarded. He just couldn't shoot for shit.
And then he got stuck on the Pistons.
Yeah, the
Or the Pistons got stuck with him.
Yeah, exactly. However that works.
I think they both lost in that deal.
Definitely.
They're even.
All right, what else?
What do you think about the Lakers, though? You think we're going to win it all, Bird?
That's our NBA minute.
That's our NBA.
Richie's NBA minute.
Do I think? I don't know. I think the Lakers are going to win it all. I think the Lakers are going to win it all. That's my prediction. Did you guys watch the Kobe Memorial? I turned it on for about a half hour.
I cut it on. I had cut it on when I wasn't gonna watch it, but too many people was tweeting about it, so I had to tune in. But I thought it was overall good. Jordan did his thing. Everybody spoke well. Shaq did. Everybody had funny moments. But Vanessa, man, that's a strong woman, bro. Shout out to her, dog. I don't know how she did that shit, man, but she got there in sport. I didn't expect her to do that.
We had it on here in the office, and one of my employees just kind of said, like, "Hey, do you think that Vanessa and the family will be there?" And my immediate reaction was like, "No, I wouldn't even be shocked if she was just at home." So that, like, you know, the camera's on her crying the entire time and stuff. So, you know, like 2 minutes after that, they show her on camera, and I was like, "Well, I guess I was wrong." But I didn't even expect her to be there, let alone get up and be able to speak. And you know, she had awesome words, and they were beautiful. And as a parent, like, you know, just when she was talking about like not being able to watch her kid, because the Kobe stuff is sad, and that's kind of like where it hits home. But like hearing Vanessa, like the stuff about Gigi was way worse. You know, never get to watch her in a wedding dress and all this stuff, and I'm just like, ugh, this is brutal. So
yeah.
Yeah, don't parents have to bury their kid, bro. That's crazy.
I watched some of the speeches. I thought Michael Jordan's speech was probably it'll be one of the top 3 most memorable speeches for me. I learned more about Michael Jordan during that speech. Like, it was more of a glimpse into the real person that Michael Jordan is, maybe than any other time that he's spoken. He had some great stories. He got emotional. He wasn't afraid of being emotional. He made people laugh. Like, Jordan was incredible up there.
Yeah. Jordan was good. I thought Rob Pelinka was good.
He was real good.
Vanessa obviously saw Kobe leave the house that morning, but like Rob was texting with him 7 minutes before the plane went down. I mean, that's insane. Imagine being the last person to talk to Kobe Bryant, you know, that's still alive. You know, that's pretty nuts, man. But yeah, the whole memorial was crazy. Today's 1 month, by the way.
The part of Vanessa's speech when she said that God knew she had to take Gigi and Kobe, bro, I fucking shed, bro. I was fucking alligator tears over this bitch, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta log off, bro. I can't do it.
One of my employees said, yeah, I couldn't even watch that. Like, I just had to kind of turn my back, and I was like, yeah, I was just kind of ducking under these walls so you guys wouldn't see me crying in this office like a baby.
Yeah, man.
I was like,
rough. But it was also some funny moments and good moments, good stories.
Shaq was good. You know,
the thing too about Jordan, like what Berg was saying, is he doesn't speak that much. So when he does, it's always good. It's always good.
You notice the little things too, like when Vanessa was coming down off the stage, that moment of MJ kind of helping her down off the stage was pretty. I mean, just such a little thing, and that probably wasn't even planned. Like, he probably just got up and was being polite, you know, but just little things like that were pretty big. There's talking about that. There's a new Berg, I don't know if you're familiar with this part of town, but downtown Tampa, right on Franklin Street, there's a Kobe Memorial. It's at the Muay Thai in Tampa. I'm going to go over there and check out
down by the river.
Yeah, like kind of close to Eulalie and Armature Works and all that. So if you're in Tampa area, go check that out because it's pretty. I saw a picture of it. I'll tweet it when I get over there today. I'm gonna go grab lunch down there, but it's pretty cool that they're kind of popping up everywhere. But yeah, it was dope. Yes, I mean, it sucked, the memorial, but there was good moments too, for sure.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the Culture Project. And the Culture Project is brought to you by our guy Chris at Leo Travels. That's LHEOO Travels. Chris is an independent travel advisor, and he does his own personal booking. If you guys are looking to take summer vacations or even going to some of these games in the fall, now is the time to do it. He has preferred partners for booking airfare, hotels, and car rentals. He can hunt down deals for you wherever he can get them. He generally works with any budget. So shoot him an email at leotravels, LheooTravels @gmail.com, and he'll get you guys hooked up right now for any of those summer or fall vacations. All right. The culture project this week involved float tanks. For those of you that don't know, these are kind of like sensory deprivation float tanks. They come in different shapes and sizes. I saw you guys did pods. I did something a little bit different, but the gist of it is you get in, you lay down in high content salt water, kind of like floating in the Dead Sea, and you just relax for an hour. And you're in there. We were all in there for 1 hour. We all did it. We all completed it. Who wants to start? We'll all talk about our experiences doing the latest culture project. Kev, how about you?
Yeah. Yeah, so you get there, bro, and it's just like this little, like mine was like a little egg. And they asked me like how I heard about it, and I thought it was funny. It said Joe Rogan's podcast. So I asked them. I guess Joe Rogan talks about it on his pod. He has one at his house, does it all the time.
He's had one for like 10 years now.
Yeah. So you get there and they tell you, take a shower, get in. They show you like here's the light. Mine didn't have any music or anything. Like
hold on, you were skeptical that you really had to go in naked. You didn't believe TJ when he told you.
Well, no, because I was like, oh, do I gotta bring something or whatever? And TJ's like, oh no, you go naked, and that's what I would prefer. But I wanted to call them to just to make sure, so I didn't look fucking crazy showing up.
Why don't you trust us?
Well, I just think about like what I would say to somebody. Like if you needed to show up with a bathing suit, I'd send them there.
Yeah.
So I don't trust myself.
I mean, you can't show up naked regardless, bro.
Well, I know, but I also wouldn't want to.
That would be wild.
I want to be prepared if I had to wear shorts in, So you go in there and you take a shower, and they show you everything. So you turn the light off. In the room, it's got sensory lights. So once you get in, after a couple minutes, the lights turn off. But you get in there and it's all black. I wish I would have worn the earplugs because my head kind of went underwater a little bit. Like they had optional earplugs, but I didn't go for them. And then you just float there. I fell asleep. I don't feel any better. I don't feel any worse. I don't know if I'd ever do it again. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
No, that's good. That's good. Still, or TJ, go ahead, TJ. Go.
Yeah, so pretty similar there. But I think I fell asleep too, or I don't know if I fell asleep or was just closer or whatever. But when mine ended, the jets came on behind me, right? So it was instead of someone like knocking on the thing. I don't know how they woke you up, Kev, but
yeah. So there's a pump in there. So the pump's on a timer. So when the pump goes on, your time's up. But I actually woke up and the pump wasn't on. So I just got out. And then as soon as I stepped out, the pump came on.
Oh, so it was
my body pretty much said, it's been an hour.
I fell asleep. I think I fell asleep or was lost or whatever. I don't know what happened. But as soon as those jets came on, I kind of woke up or came to and got out. Yeah, I don't know that I would necessarily – I don't know that I felt way better after. But, I mean, I was definitely relaxed. I was definitely relaxed after. So, I mean, it was dope. But kind of the same experience as Kev. I didn't do any music. It was completely black. It was kind of the egg pod thing.
It was expensive nap.
It was a good, expensive way to zone out and not look at my phone and not be bothered by anything. And that was it. It was $60 to or $50 to not look at my phone for an hour and relax.
I thought it was the one I went to. We had access to the aux, so I was able to play whatever music. And the setting they had on the lights and stuff changed on its own. At one point, it was just completely dark. It was relaxing as hell. I would love to go again, but not at that price. I think I felt a little more relaxed afterwards, but I also did smoke before I went, man. But everything was dope. And the girl at front, man, she almost sold me on the package. And I didn't even feel that much relief and pain. It was very attractive women at the front desk of these places, man. South Florida is done South Florida.
That's how they do it. I went to St. Pete Salt Works. Shout out to them on MLK down here in near downtown St. Pete. And it was similar to what you guys are saying, but I didn't get in a pod. So they have like, it's kind of like a spa, and they have like individual rooms, and you walk in and there's a little bench to your left. And like Kev said, there was like earplugs on the bench. There was some other stuff like for you to use. And then right behind that was a shower, and you rinse off, and then you open this door. It looks like the door to like a sauna or something. And instead of a pod, it's like a built-in pool. The pool is only like 2.5 feet deep probably. And you just lay in there, and you have an option to, they have these starry lights up on the roof. You can have those on, and there's a dim light in the pool that you can have on. Of course, like you guys, I turned those off and went pitch black for it. Something Kev said, as soon as I laid down, the way that you float, like my ears were like out of the water, but kind of in the water. I'm like, oh no, I need these earplugs. So I got right out and I put the earplugs in, and I'm thankful that I did. Definitely need the earplugs. And I chilled, and it was cool. I do acupuncture, and I lay there for like an hour. And I think the difference was sometimes when I do acupuncture, I get done and I'll sit in my car, and I feel like I've been there for like 3 or 4 hours, and it's been like 1 hour. This time changed, but it was like I was laying there, and I swear I only thought of like three ideas, and all of a sudden the hour was up. So time went really fast. The other thing, and the reason why I would do the salt float again, is because it kind of gave me the same feeling when you leave acupuncture of everything in the world is like coming at you slower. Like everything, even the people's words are like coming at you slower. And it feels like you're kind of moving smoother through the world and everything. And I just can't get that feeling to last all day. It only lasts for like 20, 30 minutes or until like the first phone call comes in for me. So you guys didn't feel anything when you left, like that you were calmer or that?
Bro, see, I don't know if I should have cleared my day, or I kind of read the website after. It says like don't drink caffeine. Like I already had coffee, obviously.
I made a point not to eat or drink anything.
And no, I didn't eat, but then after, like the whole time, I'm thinking like, oh, I gotta fucking go to the grocery store. Told Bethany I'd make fucking dinner. Fuck it. I went to the gym after. So no, I don't know if I felt any calmer. I kind of felt the same. They gave me like this long sheet though of like things to look out for the next couple days.
Oh, come on.
Ain't giving me anything.
But to the point where y'all with the ears, the place I had like a flotation thing that held your head up. I had earplugs as well because she was like, you don't want to get swimmer's ears, so here's some earplugs. But then she also had these like stack of like flotation things that keep your head out of the water, so you can still hear the music. Because she was like, if your head's in the water, you're not gonna even hear the music that's coming from your the aux. So yeah, my head was out of the water, but when I got out of it, like I was getting sent out of my ear last night still.
Yeah,
there was so much Epsom salt, whatever it was.
It's like, what is it? It's a combination of like magnesium and salt or something.
Yeah.
Something like that, but it's highly.
But yeah, I was extra relaxed when I left, definitely. But I also showed up very relaxed too. So yeah, I damn sure want to do it again.
I felt great. Berg, you were talking about like you only thought of like 3 ideas. Like I felt like in the first, I don't know, half. I'm not very good at keeping time here, but I thought that for the first, like while I was thinking, I wasn't very relaxed. Like when I was just floating there and I was thinking, but then like I finally got to a point, maybe in the last 20 or 30 minutes, where I wasn't thinking about anything, and that's when I got the most relaxed.
Exactly. Sure. So TJ, to that point, anytime
but it took me a while to lose myself there.
Yeah, to fall into
it's not normal.
So So anytime you are trying like acupuncture or yoga or something that involves like meditation, you got to do it more than once, because the very first time you go, it's like sensory overload. You're wondering like, okay, what does this place look like? How long am I going to be in here? What's it going to feel like? You in your body, even for me, like I was in there And I swear for like the first 15 or 20 minutes, I kept feeling like this tension in my neck. Like I couldn't just completely let go. And I know if I went again or if I went for a third time, that acclimation period will get smaller and smaller. So you'll fall into it for a longer period of time. So like Kev said, like he didn't even feel maybe more relaxed when he left. Maybe that was because his mind was going so much because of the newness of it. Where if Kev went again, he's not sweating all those little details and he can just kind of fall into it. So I think there is a need to kind of do these things more than once to understand it fully. Yeah. So how many people would go back? We got three potential go backs and one maybe not.
I'm gonna go back. Definitely. I'm gonna bounce around on the group puns though.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm going back, dog. I think if I get an hour, like an extra hour, I'm just gonna chill and sleep on the couch, dog. I think I'll just take a nap on the couch.
I feel you. Nah, I got like little pain, inflammation issues that the Epsom salt and all that shit helps with. Yeah.
Did you guys ever come to and like kind of feel like you were on a couch? I felt like I was supported, like I was on a couch or something. Like I felt
I felt a little like I was floating, but I wanted a little bit more back support. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was extra relaxed and I kind of dozed off here and there. I went in a deep sleep, but I dozed off. I was trying to just go through my meditation stuff in my head while I was in there just to meditate. So I was trying not to think about anything really, really outside of breathing. But no, I was never that comfortable.
Yeah, I did some basic breath work, but like I couldn't get, my neck was still tensed up because it was like my body didn't want to trust that the salt was going to like hold me up. And it was like I couldn't tell my body like, yo, just let go, stop, like just stop. So I was trying to breathe through it and finally I did, but it's funny. It's all those like little muscles that are always supporting you and like you're telling them like, all right, take a break, and they're still doing their job. All right. We got a new culture project this week, and it's going to have to do with our adventures at the Strawberry Festival. So I'm not like a connoisseur of these things, but there's going to be a bunch of them at the festival. Strawberry shortcake. Is anybody like a expert in strawberry shortcake on the podcast that I need to know about?
What qualifies as expert to like on that?
This was my favorite ice cream when I was a kid, but not the actual strawberry shortcake, just the one on the stick.
Oh, that was the best shit that the fucking
truck, right?
The truck had. Yeah, oh yeah.
I feel like if you got an aunt or grandma that's from like Arkansas with a real deep Southern accent, she might be a expert in strawberry shortcake. And I don't have one of those, so.
My grandmother's from like Georgia. She makes like a mean cherry pie, but we have never gotten the shortcake.
That sounds like another culture project coming up.
Where are the TJ? Do you have this pulled up? What's the roots of the strawberry shortcake?
That's Southern.
No, I do not have the.
Southern.
I don't know if that's Southern.
I don't
like
have the roots of the strawberry.
Washington. It's like I think it's like Pacific Northwest.
He's in a whole nother region. A whole time zone away. I'm interested to know now. Because so, like the real strawberry shortcake, like I never really had that before. You know what I'm saying? I've had the shit on the stick.
Yeah,
but I've never had. If Publix doesn't sell it, it's probably not Southern.
So, when you go over there, like there's two ways they make it. One is on like actual shortbread, like you see at Publix and stuff, and then sometimes they put the strawberry shortcake on a biscuit, and so.
Strawberry shortcake is originally from the United Kingdom, bro.
No, I've been told that the strawberry shortcake on the biscuit is the way to go.
On the biscuit, now you got my attention.
I like it better on the shortbread, but that's the culture bread. We'll see what we like better.
No, how's the food review? How's it like a traditional biscuit or like a cake
I'm told,
biscuit?
Like the way to do it for the Strawberry Festival, like the Southern way to do it, the Florida Plant City way to do it is to eat it on a biscuit. That's what I've been.
I'm gonna skip that one, bro.
That's what I've been told.
It's gotta be a cake biscuit. Like y'all just call it. They look like biscuits, but they taste like cake. So I don't know.
They got real
ice cream and biscuits. Ice cream and biscuits.
Bro, you gotta try it both ways.
That's just the culture.
You're from Plant City, TJ.
Out that way, yeah. But I'll
this might be a
so
stupid
like
question. This is a stupid question, right? But that's where Plant High School is? Plant City?
No, Plant High School is
No.
close to where I'm at, like down here in Tampa.
Plant High School is in South Tampa, and Plant City High School is in Plant City.
The home of Robert Marv.
So yeah, Plant City's kind of Marv went to Plant, right?
Plant.
Yeah.
So Plant City's kind of close to like if you think about like where Lakeland is, it's kind of like the next major little town over. Plant's like I don't know by closer to like where Raymond James is and the airport and all that. All right, now that we're done with Tampa geography, what's next?
Well, since the producer can't use Google, I'll Google it. The history of strawberry shortcake dessert. So it's an American recipe that calls for pie crust in rounds or broken up pieces, which is a variety still being enjoyed in the 21st century. The strawberry shortcake recipe appeared in England cookbook as early as 1588. Holy shit. It was upheld in the United States on June 14, which is Strawberry Shortcake Day. Didn't know we had that.
June what?
June 14th is Strawberry Shortcake
My
Day.
birthday is June 13th, so it should be a day earlier.
Have you ever had strawberry shortcake for your birthday?
On the
Not that I
I
remember.
see on the Wikipedia page it says place or origin. It says UK. Before you go down and read. So
Yeah, I don't know why it says it's an American. Okay. But anyway, yeah, it's definitely in English because it appeared in English cookbooks in 1588. And in 1850, strawberry shortcake was well-known biscuit and fruit dessert. So it's been a biscuit dessert for a while. So you can do it either way. I've never tried the biscuit way. Have you, TJ?
It takes out the shortcake part of it if it's a short biscuit.
Yeah, I've tried it. I like the shortcake better. I think shortcake is sweeter than biscuits are. That's why I think it kind of complements it.
I'm gonna try both. That's the culture project. The
Yeah,
biscuit
try
versus the cake.
Big
Yeah.
Roll Up food review.
Yeah. there you
Biscuit
go.
versus the cakes.
That's like the big debate at the Strawberry Fest, right? Like that's the debate as old as time.
It must be.
It's
Yeah,
gotta be the
people are
beef.
passionate about it.
Either I just made that up or I've heard that somewhere before.
There's no way you like both, right?
No. I think you're
You gotta
like
choose a side.
I think you're passionate about. You're not like, oh yeah, either way for me. I think it's pretty fucking passionate response.
If it's just
Monday-
breakfast, what do you want? Pancakes or biscuit?
Right. Some people are very passionate about having one or the other, right?
Well,
Like
I'm biscuit.
savory or sweet.
If that's the, I'm definitely biscuit. Like, I don't know. I can't remember the last time I ate a pancake or a waffle for that fucking matter.
Really?
You know, our health talk is definitely declining because we went vegan for a week and then Monday we talked about salads and now we're talking about cakes and biscuits. So like we're just
I ain't saying type of salad, bro.
Yeah, you can't. That ain't a vegan salad, bro.
I don't even want to talk about that salad, bro.
All right, so we're good there. I'm excited about the culture project. It's not as wholesome as the last ones, like TJ said, but it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. All right, so do you want to get your man's on the phone?
Berg's breaking up.
Yeah, you just broke up.
Did he hit you back?
What was the question?
Nah,
What's the question?
he's on his paramedic clock, dog. He can't go this morning. He said he thought it was in the afternoon.
All right, so
he can't go
we'll
this
skip
morning.
that. We'll skip that. We'll push it.
We'll get him on next week or something.
You want to tell the people real quick just what happened? It's an interesting story. It'll still be good to talk.
Could, and then I said we'll bring him on the Patreon. How about that?
Okay.
I think we either gotta do him early in the morning or like late in the evening. So yeah, I can tell the story. Are we on? When we just said now? Okay, yeah, man. So everybody remember last year, I had my incident where I fell hit my head and I had a lot of medical issues. The night that all that happened, there was some paramedics that came and picked me up. I don't remember much of what happened after I hit my head, but last week I was at my son's track practice and this guy pulls up and we're out there waiting. I'm just shooting the shit with my son, and as he walks up, he said he's staring at me. You know how people look at you like they with familiarity and whatnot. I'm like, why this dude looking at me like that? I'm thinking maybe he know me from the podcast. So he says, "Hey man, where do I know you from?" I'm like, "Oh shit, this could go either good or bad. Either you know me from some a prior club fight or some shit, or you know me from a podcast and maybe a Florida State of Miami fan. I don't know." I was like, "I don't know, man. I get that a lot." And he's like, "Oh shit, what's your name?" I was like, "Corey." He's like, "Oh shit, my name's Corey too." So we just shake hands, we're kicking it, chilling. Another one of my boys that he has a son out there that does track. He pulls up. And I mean, we're just shooting the shit, talking the story about. Remember I told you last year they wanted me to go to DR with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, "Yeah, man, we're about to go to DR again. You missed it last year." And I was like, "Yeah, man, I had hit my head, so I was too fucked up to take that trip." The dude goes, "Man, that's where I know you from." He said he said my address, and he said, "Is your name Corey Lowe's?" I was like, "Nah, bro, it's Nose." He said, "Oh shit." He was like, "Yeah, man." And he replayed the whole night of what happened, what my wife was doing. He's like, "Bro, like 3 weeks after like you hit your head, we kept going by there, me and my boss, just to check on you, see how things went, because that was just a serious fall." And he's like, "Bro, nobody was home. That's because we were staying at my parents' house, man. But that's just crazy." And he found the track program on accident, just out at the park, exercising himself and seeing guys working out. And his oldest son played at St. Thomas Aquinas, just transferred there from Palm Beach Central. So we was talking football a little bit. Of course, he knows like a lot of the same people. The Surtain, he hangs out with Pat Surtain and all them dudes, man.
Mm-hmm.
So we know some of the same people.
That's
But
crazy.
A wild ass story, man. Like we're gonna get him on the show for him to tell his side of everything. But
You probably still got some gaps to fill in. Like you probably don't even know what all happened.
bro, you gotta hear him say, he's like, "Bro, you was cursing a lot." I said, "Yeah, I curse a lot, dog." He said, "I kept asking me if am I gonna survive?" It was a serious incident, man. He was telling me how I kept going in and out of conscious, and they was about to put a tube down my throat and shit.
Whew.
So just to hear from his side and his perspective was crazy. And he's like, "We never go check up on people after incidents, man. But we came by your crib like 3 times, just nobody was home." So now we just been talking, chatting it up and shit. I'm finna shoot Berg his information for Berg to make his son a 247 profile.
So funny.
It's just wild shit. Now and our sons run track
Small
together.
world.
Just small fucking world, dude. And he also went to school with like a lot of like JUCO dudes I knew, like Brad Banks. So like guys I know from Beverly that I grew up with, he went to college with. It's just a small world, man. How we knew a lot of the same people, and he came and rescued me that night.
Yeah,
Dope
so
shit.
hopefully we can talk to him soon. That'll be cool. Did you guys see there was an ESPN reporter in Cleveland that was suspended for calling Baker Mayfield a fucking midget while the mic was still hot? He didn't know the mic was on. And Cleveland reporter Tony Gossi was suspended for calling Browns quarterback a fucking midget. He said it during or at the NFL Combine.
Is that a slur?
I mean, he is short. I don't know if he's a legal midget, so maybe it is a slur. But they were off air, and he's had issues with this guy's kind of like a. He's had some dust ups with the Browns and some other things. So he's also a local Cleveland radio guy. He's not exactly like an ESPN reporter. He works for an ESPN affiliate, but nonetheless, they suspended him. Do you guys think he should be suspended?
No. I don't think you should get suspended where you say off air, bro. So unfortunately,
it ended up being on air though. He thought it was off air.
Then whoever kept it on air is on them. They should be fired.
He called it and Silk, just for your Tony Grossi went on to apologize on Twitter and called it a derogatory slur.
Let me put that on my list of things I can't call people.
He said there's no excuse for using that language in any context. It was said without malice, but also
like,
without.
Maybe you can't say fucking, but you can say midget, bro. I'm pretty sure you can say midget.
No, I think that's the derogatory part, Kev. Not fucking.
They're putting. I can't believe the midget's like that much of a.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a lot of shit. But I'm not dropping. I still say nigga with the A, so I'm definitely not dropping midget. I'm just. I gotta say midget, bro. I can't not say midget.
What's the PC term?
Little people.
That sounds worse than midget. That sounds worse than midget to me. Who the fuck you call little?
Nobody wants to be little. Remember when you were?
So what are you gonna call them? That's got to be the right term, right, Bird?
Well, I would say midget. I'm not saying midget. I mean, I'm not
staying out of this one.
No, just Google political term for midgets.
How many midgets are people running into these days? Like where this is a thing.
Stepping over you, man.
It's not the political term. It's the politically correct term. So, not the political term.
You know what I mean, man. Go ahead, man.
I think little people. The M word. Little people of America.
Call little people, bro.
That's gonna be the name of the podcast. Is the M word?
Yeah, but see, I kind of feel this guy Tony because he was probably all off season because everybody in the fucking media was hyping the Browns like they weren't going to be the Browns anymore. And this little fucking Baker Mayfield goes out and they go fucking 6 and whatever. He's probably just built up frustration, bro. I feel him on that shit.
Yeah, I just don't see why you can't say midget, bro. Like they made the word. Who made it bad?
All right, the terms person of
you know what I'm saying? We didn't make this word up like in some gutter somewhere. Like it's a word in the dictionary. They made the word for little people. Why we can't call them what the word is?
Yeah, like there's no like.
Oh, I guess because he's not a midget.
Well, he's not
midgets. You can't just call a short person a midget. Who's it derogatory to? Because if I'm a midget,
it's probably derogatory because he's not one. I would.
So you can't call midgets.
I guess.
Nah, that doesn't translate like that because you can't use the F word. Like when you're talking about gay people, you can't be like, "Oh, well, I was talking about somebody that wasn't gay." Like you know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
no,
like,
I've actually heard someone say that. That's not offensive. Only if you're offended.
But here's the thing. That is a good point. Like, how does a word become derogatory? Right? Like how? Like if midget was an acceptable word back in the day, why is it like a medical term, or not like a medical term, but like if it was like the actual.
What about the word Negroes? Like Negroes,
that's still used.
It's not acceptable now. I mean, if somebody says,
here's the question, like, why is that? And maybe I'll try to get canceled here. Well, why is that now offensive? If that was like,
I'm not somebody.
But like, how does times change for a word to become offensive? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. But all I'm saying is this. Hold on.
In 20 years, is the word gay going to be offensive? Like, do you just have to use alternatives?
Let's say this: we're all sitting in a waiting room, right? And the person goes up, and all you hear them say, they say you hear the word Negroes. Like everybody in that waiting room is going to turn their head and be like, "What the fuck is this person, doing over here?"
If you say it's blacks, they're gonna do the same thing. So what do you say?
Y'all blacks, sit down. Like you can't say that way.
Exactly, you can't say it either way. I guess I'm not gonna get offended by Negro.
Label a whole race. I think that's where the issue comes in. But words, I mean, words do change meaning over time. I don't know why.
But I don't think the meanings changed. I think the way people react to it, like it still means midget. Like it still means short. But like in 20 years, can you not say gay? Can you not say little people?
Yeah,
can you not
eventually
say African American?
You gotta get head nods and shit.
You just gotta say like those gentlemen with the little bit darker skin hue than us. Like that's how you say it.
I just think
crazy. You ever watch like the news and they're like afraid to report on the ethnicity of somebody that's wanted? You almost feel like they're like afraid to say it, and it's to Silk's
say African American male.
Yeah, now the news around here, they say that shit like
they say it quick.
Yeah, he's African American. Wasn't me.
They might say black Negro, African American male.
This Negro feller.
All that
shit. And probably more if they had the hot mic. This fucking guy that said midget.
Hey, if you're in that waiting room and there's a black midget, like is he more offended by being called a Negro or a midget? Like what's the
shit?
He just got a bad day.
Yeah,
he's also gay. So like you just throw all of them in.
Oh yeah, they're gonna cancel TJ, bro.
Yeah, I might edit them.
TJ just created a fucking player.
Okay, so, but back to this guy, I think it's more because they're probably, if they're the ESPN affiliate, they're probably like the home of the Browns. So it's probably some PR shit. He can't be calling the quarterback a fucking midget. Even if
I get why he got in trouble in these times, but I don't understand how these like we saying right now. I don't understand how these words just all of a sudden you can't say them no more. I didn't know midget was really off.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't think he's getting in trouble for saying midget. I think he's getting in trouble for calling the Browns quarterback the fucking midget. You know what I mean?
It's just unprofessional. I don't think it's a slur type thing. It's just unprofessional.
It's a slur.
I think. Yeah, but I don't think.
Yeah, they're calling it a slur. But in my mind, I told you, TJ, I'm not taking that shit off my list. I'll doubt
I've had
that
to
here.
remove too many words lately, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like the midget community not tough like the letter community. The letter community get you out of here. The midget community they ain't that tough right now.
Well, I mean,
I'm
we're
gonna
trying
keep
to
that
get
shit on
the
my
M.
list.
they do anyway. Like if we're
Trying to get the M added to the LGBTQM.
If they add the M, then I'm gonna back off of it. I gotta go back
Alphabet
and delete
A.
all my midget tweets now.
Gang, gang. More news at ESPN. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the show High Noon, but with Bomani and Pablo, but it got canceled yesterday. I didn't watch it that often, but whenever I did watch
Came on
it,
at fucking noon.
it was pretty good.
yeah, I mean, setting it up for failure for sure.
Yeah, I thought
We're gonna
a
get
decent
canceled
show.
if we start releasing shows at 2 a.m. only, bro.
But
like,
isn't it on radio? Isn't it a radio show? Or
They
no?
probably do a podcast.
Yeah, I
Just like everything
thought
else.
it was like
I like those guys. I like both of those guys, man. I like their perspective. I think Pablo is one of the smartest guys in all of the.
I think they could have got some of that PTI and the round horn and fuck shit out of here. That shit washed. I think they should have had those time slots. Some new fresh guys, some new ideas. I like the energy of their show. I thought it was a dope show. I thought it was just a terrible time slot. Get that PTI and all that around the horn shit out of here. That shit washed.
I heard Levitar talking about it yesterday on the way to the float thing, and he said like the people that are celebrating this getting canceled, the Clay Travises of the world. It's just
who else is celebrating?
That's it. Yeah, he basically called out Clay Travis.
what did Clay say?
That that none of the woke ESPN programming has worked, and they're getting rid of the last of the woke tribe was kind of his sentiment.
Well, but, I mean, Bomani's still on the net. Like he still has other stuff, right? Like they didn't fire him.
Yeah, so is Pablo.
Yeah, but I think Bomani also
Yeah.
writes for some. I mean, they all have. I think Bomani has more ties to ESPN than Pablo does. And to celebrate it though, so yesterday, Pablo, his last name's Torres, right? Pablo Torres had. What is it? Sorry.
Pablo Torre, no S, just
Torre.
Torre.
Okay, sorry. So yesterday, Pablo Torre and his wife Liz welcomed their first child to Earth. Her name was Violet, and in the morning they had to run out, and his wife went into labor early. And at the end of the day, he got the news that the show was getting canceled. That's a fucking bad day right there. Well, I guess it's a great day, but there's some balance to it. You have your first kid and you get fired all in one day.
I think Bomani needs to look at this as an opportunity. He has a platform and he has a name. He could do his shit, the shit he want to do. He don't need ESPN for it. Like Clay Travis said, they're getting the woke people out of here. The woke people could take this shit and go do their own shit. Like their fans are gonna tune into their shit. The same people that are tuning into his shit, the ESPN that was getting bad ratings, now you can put that bitch on his shit and they could hear it and see it anytime he put it out. And it's all him. He don't need ESPN. I'm tired of like these people thinking they need these platforms. Dog. The rappers are showing us that you don't like. They're giving us the blueprint to all this shit. You don't really need these people for nothing. It's the World Wide Web, dog. You got access on all these apps and these ways to put content in front of people. But money can do is they can do their own thing. Like I don't see how like they would be down. I wouldn't be sad. Not with a platform like that, bro.
Yeah, and Bomani kind of built his shit. Like
Yeah,
he didn't get built up by ESPN. He made it to where like
they had to fuck with
deny him.
Yeah.
Like Levitar kind of brought him on to his shit and he was doing, but he's got like his podcast series or whatever it is, the Evening Jones, and he's got like a fucking cult type following to that shit. Like he built this shit from nothing.
But he could easily call. I would call like if I'm him right now, I would call a platform like Tidal and say, hey, I want to do my own show, like Joe Budden does the pull up shit. You know what I'm saying? I could call a network and say, hey, I want to do my own shit with ball players, talk my sports shit on my own platform, my own thing, exclusively with you guys, exclusively with Tidal or Apple or you know what I'm saying? He could easily do that. That's why I don't understand. Like it's not a bad thing for him. I mean, like if he's a smart dude, he get in his bag and take that platform that they just gave him as his resume. Like, yo, look, this is what I am. This is my following. What's up? Let's strike a deal.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think him and Torrey will both be fine. It's a weird thing to celebrate, though, someone getting canceled. You know, like their show getting canceled. Especially Clay Travis. Like, what the fuck does he do? He's on Fox Sports. Like, I don't know one show he's on. And that shit will eventually get canceled.
Somebody posted his number.
What's the beef there?
Yeah, you know what the beef is? Clay Travis has made a lane by trying to cancel all the woke shows. And I'm doing the air quote thing, the woke shows, you know? Like, that's his lane. That's what he's created a lane doing.
And his shows aren't doing very well. The year after year numbers were posted. His shows were all down like 6 to 10% on the few that he does. And they're some of the lowest rated shows on FS1. So I don't know if I'd take advice from Clay Travis on creating content. But let's move on to the life coach segment. This might be the last week that it's sponsored by SeatGeek. We got a new life coach advertiser that's coming on. Hopefully we get that announced next week. But for now, you guys know the deal.
Somewhere else?
We'll put SeatGeek somewhere else. But for now, SeatGeek, $20 off your next purchase if you're going to a hockey game, concert, any sort of event that you need to purchase tickets. Go to SeatGeek and enter the promo code BIG, the number 3, roll up and get $20 off. Life coach segment, what do we got, TJ?
Hey, before we get, actually, I'm going to ask yours. How did your, speaking of hockey games, little life coach update. How'd your hockey game go last night? How did Allison like it? This is a follow up from Valentine's Day. How did it go?
The Bolts lost, but we had a great time. Allison bought us matching Steve Stamkos jersey shirts. It's the first time I've ever gone to a sporting event with my significant other wearing matching attire. She came home with the shirts like the day before the game. And first of all, I don't wear jersey shirts. I don't like to wear jerseys or jersey shirts. And she comes home and she's like smiling ear to ear. She's so happy. And she got us fucking matching Steve Stamkos jersey shirt. So I was a willing participant. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to do this for her. I'll put it, and we had a great time, man. The Lightning games are a lot of fun. Thanks for Dan for hooking it up. And we're going to go back. She really enjoyed it. Hockey games are quick. Like we were home by 10:15. We were back in St. Pete at home by 10:15. So I think we're going to do it again. I don't know. You guys don't ever go to the Florida Panther games down there. You don't take advantage of that, huh?
Nah, man. I'm just not a hockey guy.
No, I mean, I would go if someone gave me tickets. I've been to one other game and I was given tickets. If someone gives me tickets, anybody's listening's got tickets.
Yeah, man, it's fun. Like we're wearing, like you wear sweatshirts in there. I had a little beanie on. Like it's a nice break. From other sporting events.
Some free tickets a little while ago, but it was like doing it's like a Tuesday or something.
Yeah, that's when I'm available.
That's why I got home. Let me know. Like it wasn't that bad. We were home.
Well, that's just like 45 minutes away.
But if I'm taking the kids, it's a little different though on a school night.
Yeah,
because I wouldn't go to a hockey game by myself.
Oh no,
I gotta have the kids in tow and shit like that. So if I can find like a weekend with some free tickets, I'd go. Definitely.
Yeah, are the Panthers any good?
I don't know.
Are the Lightning good?
Yeah, the Lightning are real good.
Oh, this is the regular season. They're real good now.
Yeah, they're real good. This
When's
is
the postseason
time.
At the very end, that's when they
yeah, in the postseason. The very beginning of the postseason is when they kind of flame out.
They went to the Stanley Cup in 2015.
They peaked. They're peaking during the regular season. We got it. All right.
Kev's not going to bait me into NHL hockey trash talking.
It was close.
It's easy when you don't have a team.
Yeah, because I have no idea what's going on.
All right, so the real life coach. Everything's relationship advice. We might just rename this relationship advice.
It's whatever the people need, man.
But there's a girl in the gym that I talk to and I'm not very good at random conversation with somebody that I don't know. Any advice how I should go about it? Also, I want to move to Florida in the near future. Any good recommendations for locations near you guys?
Plant City. Wait,
double question here.
Yeah, Plant City, problem solved. Now, the first part of the question, you said he's talking to a girl at the gym or he wants to talk to a girl at the gym?
He talks to her a little bit, it sounds like. There's a girl in the gym I talk to, but he says he's not so good at like random conversations and such. So like maybe some icebreakers, maybe a way to ask her out. I don't know. He didn't say all that. I'm just kind of spitballing.
I've always been told that you don't hit on girls at the gym.
I've never hit on a girl at the gym.
Yeah, I have.
All right, so then you give him the advice.
Yeah, but you like going through a personal trainer phase where you look like a personal trainer. Like I just some random guy that's not even that jacked.
I'm not gonna say any time frames, Kev. Don't put that in my life.
Yeah, but you've been like that since I've known you.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Sometimes in the gym you pick up the vibes. I think if you think she's feeling you, I don't know how to tell you to break the ice. I don't know what type of game you got, how you pull it off. I don't know, dog. I just kind of felt the vibes and kind of just, hey, you need some help with that set type shit, or got a witty joke to say about some shoes or outfit she's
He
wearing?
said he has no wit. He has no.
Yeah, then, bro, you ain't gonna get no hoes, then, bro. That's what I'm just telling you. You gotta learn how to get witty.
I would let the conversation come to you because I think girls in the gym can get very turned off, offended if you approach them wrong in the gym because that's kind of like their time. So if y'all do talk every now and again, then I would just let the conversation come to you.
Got their ass cheeks out and shit. They there for the action too, Bird. It just get weird. You come there with your ass out. A guy tries to holler at you. Oh, this is my time.
I know. They just like to say that shit. It's a trap. The cheeks out is a trap at the gym.
If she tell you she don't like you approaching her at the gym, she don't like you approaching her at the gym. Them cheeks are out for a reason.
It sounds like you guys already talked though. Like I don't know what level this talking is. Like, do you just say, "Hey, good afternoon" when you walk in?
Icebreaker.
Right. So
yeah, he said
maybe like an icebreaker on. Yeah, I don't know what level you guys are talking at though. Like if you're just saying like, "Hey, good afternoon," like that's not really talking. You know, like I'm assuming like,
hey,
you're
what's up? Let's grab coffee sometime.
Yeah,
shit. Like don't make it weird. Like, hey, what's up? Let's grab coffee sometime outside of here. I know you're busy working out.
Or just whip it out, bro. Just whip it out.
At the gym, they might. Bro, you whip it out at the gym.
Yeah,
50. This is 100% you getting your ass when you whip your dick out in the gym. Any gym around here, bro. I promise you, somebody in that gym, some dude's gonna beat your ass, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't come here to see your meat.
Yeah, ask her if she wants to get a protein shake after.
That works too.
Yeah, most gyms around here got the protein shake bar and shit. You just ask them, you get a protein shake.
Well, ask her to teach you some leg workouts.
Yeah, I guarantee you, she does fucking legs 6 days a week. If she's like any girl that goes to the gym here, she does squats 6 days a week.
Yeah, so get some leg advice and grab some coffee, man. Just something light. Don't make it all weird. Can I get your phone number or no weird shit like that? Like, hey, yo, can you grab coffee sometime? Just make it light, chill. Don't put the pussy on the pedestal.
Never do that.
Yeah, probably don't whip it out either.
I'm probably going to be plummeting right now. Let the mother.
All right, next one. Oh, and the moving advice. If you're trying to hit on this girl in the gym, don't move. Like, just worry about the gym and the girl.
Yeah. If you decide to whip it out, you'll probably have to move sooner than you thought. If you come to Palm Beach County, save your money, bro. Save up. This shit ain't cheap.
He want moving advice on what?
Where he should move around you. He might be coming to Florida.
Oh, it's expensive as fuck down here, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Once you hit like Palm Beach County in the south, it's a little ridiculous, man. So
and traffic's getting bad. Just stay wherever you're at.
Orlando's the beat though. Orlando's young, thriving. A lot of good energy there. A lot of money to be made. Orlando's not a bad place and a bad time. Affordable housing and all that shit. Don't come down here, bro, unless you got your shit together. 1 bedrooms are like $4,000 and shit.
Yeah.
Next up, recently bought a boat and a trailer, but I'm worried about something happening to it. Do you guys have any advice about how I can protect my investment? I'll hang up and listen.
What kind of trailer?
Send him Greg Brunt's information.
Is the boat on the trailer? Or
Get
he
it
lives in the
insured.
trailer?
Yeah, I think you should call Greg, unless this is a joke that I'm missing.
Here's my thing, TJ. Is the boat on the trailer or he lives in the trailer? Like, because I've never heard anybody that owns or lives in the trailer and has a boat as well.
No,
No.
like a boat trailer, like
Like a
to
boat
haul-
trailer. To
The
take his
boat's
boat.
on the trailer. Okay.
You've never heard
sure.
of anybody living in a trailer with a boat?
No, that's why
No.
I asked.
No, I haven't either. I don't think.
I
I mean, maybe. I know this is an expensive
Or it
option.
could be
My dad
it
did
could,
it.
go ahead.
I know it's an expensive option. My dad did it when he had a boat. He kept it at the marina, so he didn't have the trailer. But I know that gets expensive. If not, you got to find somewhere to store your trailer. Like, at your
Yeah.
house.
I would just find a good friend with a boat and borrow his.
Or get a boat club. Boat club's the way.
Mm-hmm.
But he already got the boat, so that ain't good advice. Hey, holler at my man Gregg. He got you to insure that thing. If somebody steal it, somebody run into it, you're good.
Panhandle to the Keys.
Pan to the Keys. If you live in Florida, hit my man Gregg up. He got you.
But he doesn't live in Florida. Or is this the last guy who doesn't live in Florida?
No, this is a new guy.
Greg will hook him up.
Greg will hook you up.
All right, next question.
I think that's it. Just 2
That was
today.
probably
Actually,
Greg
3.
who asked that question.
3, but yeah, he wanted a double. That was 3, but the one guy had 2. So we'll do more
slick.
next week.
Very good,
sponsor.
Greg.
See what
You win
did
this
there, Greg.
round. You win this round.
There was a story that captivated our DMs yesterday, and Kev did a little bit more digging and found out. But there was a Florida man down in their area that was going about his business recently and found $20,000.
Won't he do it?
He turned it over to the police.
Yeah, bro.
What's his reward, bro?
Yo, the police hooked him up. What'd they give him, Kev?
A bicycle.
Like a bicycle.
I was gonna say bike, but
Not
I don't
the
want
one-
you guys to think it's got a motor on
Yeah.
it.
And it's not
The
the
one with the
2500
sickle on it.
and not the 2500 one that TJ has.
Yeah, oh yeah, not that either. Not a stationary bicycle with a person that talks. A bicycle.
So, Kev, what'd you find out on your deep dive on this guy?
Okay, so last night I'm watching Jeopardy, right? And they're like, "Oh, at 11, a local man finds $20,000 on his way to work." So first, I wanted to make sure he wasn't like a real local man. So I went in and looked. He's from Martin County, which is a couple counties north of here. So he was walking to work. He was walking to his sign twirler job. And found 20 grand and turned it in.
Who was he twirling for?
They didn't say.
Could be a lucrative one, especially if it's tax season.
Oh, I mean, that's probably who he twirls for. But I've often thought to myself, like the people that hold the sign that say like homeless trying to get on my feet, I think they make more money an hour than the people who spin like the fucking T-Mobile signs.
Yeah, I wonder how. But those T-Mobile signs, some of those people go really hard for their.
Okay, so I remember maybe like 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago or whatever when the sign twirler profession was kind of new. These guys would be like fucking acrobats with that shit, spinning it over their head, doing like good ass tricks. But now I feel like they wear like sandwich boards and just stand there. Like I don't even think the sign twirler art.
No, if you go to Kennedy and Dale Mabry in Tampa, you'll feel there will be some premier twirlers, like the guys that like throw it up in the air and it does like the triple flip and it comes down and they throw it behind the. You can still find.
Phil had a good point about this shit. So what do you think?
Yeah, here's my thing, man. So you're going through life. Life is kind of rough. You know what I'm saying? Times is hard. You're twirling the sign. You're walking to work, and I'm pretty sure you're praying like, God's got to be a better way.
Probably all the time praying to God.
Yeah, like man, I'm tired of walking to work. I can't afford Uber. Like this shit's rough. So you stumble upon 20 grand on one of these mornings. You're just praying and meditating about finding a better way. You're like, holy shit, 20 grand. You would think like God came through. This guy goes and turns in God's blessing, and in returns gets a fucking bicycle.
Maybe he's like My prayers have been
Nobody's
answered. I've been
nobody's
asking
gonna claim
God
that
for a
20
ride to
grand,
work
Bird,
for
because
years.
God,
What if he's been praying for a ride to work?
nobody's gonna claim that 20 grand because God put that 20 grand there. It was for you, bro. Nobody was like running around like, yo, I'm missing 20 racks, man. Yo, if anybody turns to 20 racks, it's mine. Nobody went to the cops and said
thank you
that
for
shit.
these blessings. I've been praying for a better ride to work for all these years, and I finally have it.
Well, let me tell you a little story.
I hope his bike gets stolen.
Well, Kev has.
I was recently in the car dealership, and I bought a car for the 20 grand would have covered it. So he could have got a better ride than the fucking bike to work.
That's what I'm saying. Could have got a nice ride for 20 racks, bro. Nice one.
Shit.
Yeah.
Now he got a bicycle to ride in this Florida heat, to twirl signs in more heat.
And then ride his fucking bike home with more.
At worst, I'm keeping the 20 grand, so I ain't got to spin signs, bro.
Yeah. That's what God said. God said, I ain't giving you a ride to work, bro. I'm giving you a way out of the sign twirling thing. It's a lost art.
Speaking of blessings and curses, did you guys see, and I know this isn't on the docket, I apologize, but I know we all saw it. The woman that bought her man, instead of a Rolex on Valentine's Day, she bought him a rental property and gave him like the deed to the house, as a gift. Did you guys see that? And I guess the guy was pretty pissed because he just wanted a Rolex.
He wanted the Rolex. Well,
and Twitter went crazy. And bashed this young man who is probably a great boyfriend, significant other to this woman, and probably provides a lot of financial support to her as well. Twitter tore her down.
I think there's never enough information on Twitter. This man probably like turned down. He probably got 30 other rental properties, or already got a bag of money. He's like, sometimes rental properties are a pain in the ass. Maybe that's work.
That's my thought.
Rolex.
My thought is like, yo, I just want something flashy to tell time with. I didn't want to become a landlord. Like, how did it go from I just want to watch to tell time with you just made me a landlord? And
he definitely got a bag, Berg. He got bread.
And with any rental property comes headaches. Like, you're not just opening a rental property without dumping a bunch of money into it. So yeah, it'd be like a nice gesture. I think the thought is
you
nice.
Gotta take everything into consideration. This is rich nigga gift giving.
Yeah, he's definitely got a bag, because I wouldn't even think to ask for a Rolex.
Rolex, exactly, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about some shoes that I can get 50% off and shit if I call the right person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So there's levels to this shit.
It's levels, man.
I can see why Twitter would.
It's not like he said, shit, you got me some Yeezys. You should have got me some Yeezys instead of this apartment complex or some shit.
Right. Right.
He probably got some properties and like, no, I don't want a place that I got to maintain, deal with tenants and shit. Give me a Rolex. You got me some work on my birthday.
Like, don't ask me what I want if you're not going to get it, but spend the same amount of money.
Correct.
Probably spent more money on the fucking. Probably got two Rolex.
And think about it. You get a nice Rolex, you put it on your watch, you put it on your wrist, and you forget about it. That's it. She gives you this property. Like, what if you got to get a new AC put in before you can get people in? Now I got to pay taxes, and I got to pay, like, I'm just saying, like, it.
Yeah.
It could be
levels. He might got a portfolio already, and that shit just like it's not that sexy on his portfolio. I'd rather have a Rolex. And I get that part. I think we just never have enough information. Everybody's like, oh, he's stupid.
Yeah, it was a polarizing topic.
Bro, your girl buying you fucking throwback jerseys for your birthday. Relax. It's not.
Hey, so while we're going off topic, I know we all saw this also, and I thought it was funny. Are the Jewish people claiming Jerry Judy, Berg?
Yes. Thank you for asking. Yes. We claim any athleticism we can get. And when Jerry Judy was sporting the Star of David, boy, we drafted him in the first round.
That's a good get.
For those of you that don't know, Jerry Judy was up at the mic and just answering a question very candidly. I guess a reporter his window kind of open, and you could see his chain, a little Star David hanging down, Star David. And somebody asked him like about it, and he said, "Oh, yeah, that's my nickname. You know, they kind of shortened it. They call me Jew, so I got a Star David, but I'm not Jewish." It's cool.
I like that answer.
I like it.
I mean, a lot of people wear crosses and aren't Christian, right?
Yeah, sure.
That would be weird though. I don't know why you wear a cross if you're not Christian.
There's a lot of people that wear crosses that aren't, I guess, practicing Christians.
Yeah,
I don't know who tweeted it.
I think that, yeah, I think, but most people that wear crosses at least believe in God, right? Like, I don't think any atheist, like true atheists, are wearing crosses, right? So I think that's a little bit different. No, I'm being serious.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
There's a
Yeah,
big difference between like believing in God or a God and being
yeah.
like
I just meant like
practicing
you can
Christian.
casually wear religious jewelry these days.
Do you wear a Star, David? Do you have one?
I don't wear any. I don't wear any jewelry. I have. I have.
I just think that South Florida people are just funny, bro. Like, that's a funny reason for him to be wearing a Star David.
And he's probably seen it around everywhere. You know, he's from Miami, from South Florida. Probably, you know, no big deal.
He seen the Rick Ross mixtape, bro, the bar mitzvah joint. And he seen that and probably just thought that's why Rick Ross called himself that.
Yeah, I like it though. Yeah.
That's definitely the best route running Jewish person of all time.
Who is the best Jewish athlete? Amari Stoudemire?
Sandy Koufax.
I fucking say.
I don't know, but when you start to type in best Jewish athlete, nowhere on the top of Google, it's like deli, bakery.
Fucking retarded, bro.
Yeah, man. Athletics ain't our thing, but we've had a few.
Ryan Braun.
Oh, Miami, University of Miami.
Yeah, I don't know any of these people right now on this top 25 list.
I forget who tweeted it, but I thought somebody said instead of answering it that way, he should have just said he was a huge Sammy Davis Jr. fan growing up. And that shit made me laugh.
All right, here's another one that got the DM jumping, and
the thought of him even watching and looking at Sammy Davis Jr.
I'm a huge Rat Pack fan, and I saw one that looked
motherfuckers 21 years old.
Oh.
That's what everybody, yeah, he's full of shit. This kid's full of shit. Got some character issues. We can't draft him high.
All right, bro, what were you saying?
Silk, I didn't even care that Silk was excited that he found the story, and I'm still bringing it up. I don't care that it was from 2014 because none of us knew this.
Oh, yeah. It's just hilarious.
Kev, do you know who John Morales is?
Nah, I got a homeboy that I went to high school with named Joe Morales, though. So.
Okay, well, this is John, and John was the actor who played the crime-fighting cartoon character McGruff the Crime Dog. And in 2014, he was sentenced to 16 years in prison. Y'all get this. In 2011...
There's some irony there, for sure.
McGruff, Chicago.
Irony only gets... It only gets stronger here. In 2011, police seized 1,000 marijuana plants, 27 weapons, including a grenade launcher, and 9,000 rounds of ammunition from his home. At 41 years old, the actor pleaded guilty, and he was sentenced to 16 years in prison. Ain't that a bitch?
Well, I would go to court like in the suit.
And plead insanity?
I mean, you can arrest me like I'm the crime dog. Like, you can't sentence me to this. Maybe that would work for insanity, though.
He must have been like, I mean, if he was 41 years old in 2014, and the campaign was in the 80s. I mean, he must have kind of been like a child actor back then. Is McGruff the Crime Dog?
Well, the child actor shit never really works out, bro.
Again.
Yeah, again.
It's a sad situation.
It's like the Madden curse.
Sniff Dog probably called him too.
Is the Madden curse dead?
Sometimes be your own people.
Well, because Mahomes.
I don't know if I'd kill the Madden curse just yet.
I mean,
it was still the thing.
Yeah, I didn't know he was on the cover of Madden until they won the Super Bowl, and then someone.
I mean,
yeah, that's some wild shit, bro.
19 was AB. So,
but doesn't Madden do regional covers, or do they still do like one cover person?
I mean, 18 was Brady, and they won it the next year. So maybe the Madden.
No, there's no regional covers for Madden.
No, it's just the main one.
No, he's talking about like Phil Stills magazine.
Yeah, the magazines and shit in public before season kicks off.
Yeah, but the McGruff crime dog shit. Yeah, that's ironic. It's funny. I wonder if he tells people in prison that he was the crime dog.
Right?
You might know me from
boys, man.
He might know me from my earlier work.
I don't think you want to tell people in jail that you're the crime dog.
Why not?
Yeah, you're just an actor.
Bro, they was just paying me, man. As you can see, I was the plug.
He wasn't putting people in jail.
As you can see, I was the plug. You see how much weed I had, bro? I'm one of you guys. I didn't take anybody to jail. That's just crazy, man. You would never think that would happen. They should do better background checks on crime dogs.
Well, it'd be like hiring like the Smokey the Bear guy's an arsonist.
Right? He goes to prison for just burning up forests and shit.
Out the window.
Fucking serial forest burner. He's showing up to the rallies in costumes and shit.
All right, last topic of the show. Disney is adding plant-based food options. And this is like one of those things I can't tell. We talked about, are the times changing, or are we just paying attention to the things that we're into? But it sure sounds like this is the first time Disney's ever done this, and they're gonna add a few plant-based options. They're also linking up with Impossible Meats and doing like the Impossible Burger as well. But they're gonna have like a couple menu items that are plant-based.
I think Disney regular food is already bad. I don't want a plant-based pizza.
Disney regular food
pizza is trash.
Is like minor league baseball concession stand quality.
So there's no way they're gonna succeed or make a decent vegan joint. I try to eat before I go to Disney.
You know,
they're just gonna get the Impossible Burger. Same thing, fucking
Burger King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney does have like Epcot and stuff. Their food is pretty good, right? Like if you go to in the countries and stuff, and just the stuff at Magic Kingdom, like the chicken tenders and burgers and stuff, like all that stuff's terrible. It's just
but you go to the right spots in Magic Kingdom, like by the fucking like where you meet the princess, you get like that pork mac and cheese. That shit's pretty good. And
you've had the Dole Whip ice cream and stuff. Like there are good little things.
I think we need a big between Kevin, TJ. I think we need like a big 3 roll up Disney hack list. Like you guys need to like tell people how to survive a day at Disney.
We should just go to Disney as a group and bring Romeo and film it.
We gotta do that like in the wintertime.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice right now. But
we go right now. Yeah, but I'm not trying to do that in the summertime.
No, I gotta go to work today. So
dial up Romeo. We're leaving this afternoon.
So Romeo, get in the car.
Romeo's with the shits, but I don't want to be out there. My wife's just today, this morning or last night, we was talking about for spring breaks coming up, and she brought up Universal. I am not doing a theme park. Like, nah. I was like, we gotta go somewhere, do something, an experience. But I didn't want to walk around theme park, come back exhausted. Fuck that.
We're doing.
Sounds like the Knowles family needs a culture project for spring break.
We trying to go to New York City, man. I'm trying to go to the Big Apple. Gotta take Harlem to Harlem, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be our summer trip, New York City. But spring break, we're doing. My mom's got a cabin in the mountains of Georgia. We're gonna go hang out for a week.
Nice.
That's awesome. All right. Any shout outs? Let's wrap this thing up. We'll be back on Patreon on Friday morning. I got a topic. It's about a 6-year-old that was handcuffed and arrested at school. But I kind of feel like our Friday shows are like designated child abuse shows. We just hit on that.
Yeah, we do that.
The same fucking kid? Because I saw that story.
No, it's a different one.
It's
a different city. Orlando.
Kid got sent. Yeah, the kid moved.
Yeah, we brought attention to this whole phase in this epidemic of slamming kids, dog. I think it's gonna be more like some shedding on this
let's
stuff.
keep the Friday. Let's keep the
Check this
Friday
out
show with
before
all
we get off of here.
child
Did you
abuse
s-
topics.
Did you see the shit with Bernie Sanders saying he's gonna get this policy where he want black people to sell weed? You see that shit?
When did he say that? Last night?
Last night, bro. He got
No,
my
I didn't
vote
watch
now.
any of it.
I thought Bernie was all the way crazy and shit. People are saying it's racist, but if Bernie's gonna hook us up with the weed and shit, where we can sell weed, you know what I'm saying? On that type of, I'm with Bernie. I'm gonna vote for Bernie. I know he's kind of crazy, but
Was he on weed when he said that?
He
like,
probably
what are
was.
what are the logistics behind that?
I don't
bro?
know,
Like,
man. But
hey, you look like you could sell some weed. Like, let's get to work.
if being black is the only prerequisite, I'm voting for Bernie.
Were
my
you
license,
watching
bro.
it? Were you watching it, or did
Nah,
you?
I just seen the clip.
Seen the headline?
No, I don't do the politic debate shit. It's all the same shit. Roe versus Wade. The boxing match has been going on since my parents was 2.
Are y'all voting in the primaries?
I'm voting for Bernie, bro. I gotta get this weed.
Yeah, Kev, who are you voting for?
I'm not going to discuss that, but I will be voting in the primaries on March 17th.
I can't vote in the primaries because I'm an independent, but I would definitely be voting for Bernie if I was.
I like to do it,
I'm
man.
not voting for real.
Me and Bethany like to
I'm
do
not
it.
voting for a president.
Me and Bethany like to do it. We like to take the kids and show them,
Mm-hmm.
like we make like a day of it.
Yeah, that's cool. I used to do that with my parents. I always thought it was.
I never did that with my parents. I don't think my parents voted. I really don't think they voted, bro. So
I used to get like so nervous going in there. I used to think it was like so important. I just remember like.
I mean, it is important.
But Bethany grew up different.
You know what I
Bethany
mean,
grew
right?
up differently. Her dad is like into that shit. Like he'll like fucking call people for Bernie Sanders and whoever he's getting behind. He'll go put out signs and shit. Like he's like really involved. So it's important to Bethany. So I think it's a good lesson for the kids. Layla's into it. So we'll definitely
I'm
go.
not gonna vote.
Pull up.
Yeah, I vote locally, but I'm not gonna vote for a president.
Definitely.
Okay. We'll talk more about
But
it.
I thought Bernie weed shit was hilarious though. That's one reason I brought it up.
I'm sure that'll be. This is why we need Dave Chappelle.
It's going to be great
We
when
need
Trump
the
tries
Chappelle
to,
show during these times.
It's going to be great when Trump tries to one up him, like with something else stupid.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Like I don't even know what it's going to be, but it's going to be like Cobra.
White people can sell meth.
He's gonna
Yeah.
cancel. No, he's gonna cancel the wall and let all the Hispanics just sell coke.
Yeah.
Well,
You can bring in heroin for free. One day pass. It's the purge for heroin. The
Fuck
heroin.
the wall.
I'll teach
Yeah, fuck the
Bernie.
wall. Let's get all this.
He'll like make meth. He'll make meth legal in one of those swing states, like Iowa.
That's gonna be a wrap.
It's a
Is
wrap.
Iowa a swing state?
I have no idea.
But Bernie lost his motherfucking
Iowa.
mind to say that shit. Though I know
High
Bernie
as
people.
hell.
The people in Bernie's circle when he said that shit, they was like, "Yeah, it's a wrap. It's over with, bro." So I don't know what we're gonna do now, but this shit is over with. There's no way Bernie gets close to winning this shit now. Bernie, you don't waste your vote.
I mean, I've wasted my vote in the past. It's
You want to talk about wasting a vote? When we were out in Texas, we were registered in Texas, and we voted Democrat. So that's like
Yeah.
wasting a vote because this shit's like 98% Republican.
yeah, but it's going to be changing once all the Mexicans get in Texas.
The wall's up. How do you get in?
They'll block
They've
their
been
vote.
getting in for years, with or without the wall. All right, let's give a couple shout outs. Oh, I want to get some advice.
They get in. They don't
One
think they
more,
can
one more.
vote, bro.
And
Just
shout
'cause they
out.
get over the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't just
Shout
shout out Anthony. Anthony's hooking us up with the whole strawberry festival thing. So shout out Anthony.
And his pops,
Hey, y'all-
right?
Yeah, his dad's part of it, but I'm not trying to shout out a whole family on here. Like, let some people have some personal.
So
But come hang out. Come hang out on Saturday. Strawberry Festival's cheap to get into. I think it's like $10-20 to get in. So come hang out.
That's what's up. And that includes the rides. Or you gotta get tickets for the rides.
I think you have to get tickets for the rides, but
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, you go to South Florida Fair here, it's like $10-20 to get in, but you don't walk out of there about $250 easily. Yeah, it catches up to you fast.
yeah, but Anthony got us right. I'm not bringing my wallet. Like,
correct.
all right, good. I left my wallet at home.
It's sponsored by the good folks at Strawberry Festival. They're our Pepsi this week.
Yeah. No, Anthony said I could have another shortcake. Like he just did, lady. Like, give me another biscuit.
Okay. Oh, you went there already?
No, I'm just saying, like when I go up in line again.
Oh, yeah.
Say
Oh,
this is on
Anthony,
put this on Anthony.
Put me on Anthony's tab. Yeah, those are the best, bro.
So I have a bad feeling that I might have to. They might get me to buy a new car tomorrow. So because I told you guys like I'm on this lease and I only have 5 payments left, but I need new tires like now. So I'm going to get new tires tomorrow, and I know they're going to try to like how they do. They get you. They'll be like, oh, we'll fold that up. Here's a brand new car and sign it. So I don't know though. I kind of want a truck. So I'm trying not to go in tomorrow. Kev, when you went in to negotiate, did you do it all in one day or did you get up and leave that day?
I got up and left, but then they got me back.
Did you actually like leave or?
No, I left the cubicle, bro.
Okay, so you didn't leave the premises.
No, I didn't leave the premises, but I grabbed the kids and said, "Yo, we gotta go." And they said, "Oh, let's see what we can do here. All right, let me go talk to somebody." And then they brought like the guy. Because really, you don't want to be talking to the salesman, dog, because he don't really got no pull. So you want to be talking to the guy, like, in charge.
Bro,
he has to always go back and ask him.
You got to go in with your loan and then negotiate with your loan, bro.
Yeah, you got to get approved, and they'll throw a couple thousand off if you finance through them. But get your bank to approve you first before you go get tires, Berg.
Get prepped for this battle.
And you can negotiate the pre-approved interest rate you already have, the pre-approved like everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it just ups your negotiating. So don't walk in there and use their bank.
Yeah, but I'm impulse as fuck. So when I went in there, like I knew I was gonna walk out with a new fucking car. Like,
see, so am I. I know they're gonna talk me into getting a new car. I'm not gonna get a truck, but I don't really need a truck, to be honest with you. It'd be nice to have one.
Yourself out of the shit you really want. And they haven't even talked to you yet.
Well, I had a truck for 10 years, and it kind of was a pain in the ass. There's a reason why I got rid of it. So, I don't know. We'll see. Anything else? You guys got anything? Who's got the song?
I got the song, bro. I don't know if I got it, but I got it. Y'all got it.
Yeah.
What you learning today, Bird? You want to do it every morning show, then you forget on the regular show. Who are you, bro? You gotta stay focused, dog.
I learned that you could have called Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, bro. You scared to get canceled.
I don't think
better people. Now you're nervous.
I learned that this guy there was really no way for him to win making fun of Baker Mayfield's height. There was just no way he was going to win this one. And calling him a fucking midget is apparently
it's supposed to be off air though, so I don't think he was trying to win with it. I think he was just talking shit amongst his coworkers and the guy. Somebody left he needs to fight the guy that left the camera hot. Left the mic hot.
It's always the producer.
Yeah.
I learned not to trust the producer.
Yeah, but there you go.
Very good.
Okay, what you learn, bro?
I learned that the art of sign twirling is still fucking real big in the Tampa area.
Kennedy and Dale Mabry. TJ's seen it.
I had to step away. What was the sign twirl for?
We were talking
the guy who found 20 grand.
The 20 grand guy. Yeah,
that's his job.
And he was here?
No, but Kev says sign twirling has taken. Kev says sign twirling has taken a dip. The talent just isn't there anymore. But I told him he needs to go to Kennedy and Dale Mabry because they twirl the shit out of those signs.
Yeah, there was a sign twirler by me in the middle of nowhere, like for the little great clips or the super cuts or whatever's by my house. And I'm like, how many people are passing this? Where like the haircut people have to put them out there, but they did.
Okay,
did it make you want to do the haircut?
No,
I just kept driving. It was like 6 p.m.
Okay, Melvin twirls signs for Little Caesars Pizza, and he's terrible. He just stands there. He just don't spin it. Yeah, he got a lawn chair. Yeah, he got a lawn chair. He just be vibing.
Oh, I seen him recently, bro. He don't look good, bro.
He's not good. He's spinning signs.
Not
good.
See, I was thinking about the chick that sits in front of La Mancha for that liquor store that's across the street.
Yeah. She's got like a pension now.
She just sits in a chair and talks on her phone. She like hides. She props the sign up on herself and just sits there. She's
I think that's where I think she motivates Melvin because he has the chair in the sign. And he sits up, but he don't have a phone.
She's like tenure though. She's like a sign twirl. She's got tenure.
Yeah, she's definitely a vet.
I saw Melvin walking down. I mean, I don't know. No one's gonna know what we're talking about. I saw him walking down Roebuck one day, like jog, and I was just like, God, that cannot be
around here.
Bro.
He can't be around here. I'll call the cops right now.
Yeah, I thought so. Like,
guys,
like 6 months ago or so. All right, go ahead.
I learned that Amari Stoudemire is the best Jewish athlete of all time.
I think that's safe to say.
I'll go with Sandy Koufax, but hey, it's all right. What did you learn, Kev? Or
he already did it.
What about the sign twirling shit, Berg?
TJ ain't learned shit ever.
I've never learned one thing. I think I did what you learned.
We forgot.
Nah, I think that's on Friday's show.
Oh, it's morning show. Correct. My bad. Now I'm getting like Berg.
All right, give us the music. Let's get out of here.
Oh shit, man! I want to get in my Dreamville J. Cole bag. I've been doing a whole lot of J. Cole lately. So Dreamville Sacrifices featuring J. Cole, Earth Gang, gang.
Let's go.
We out here.
All right, y'all. That was fun.